guys, and welcome to GHD's first ever YouTube series, In the Hot Seat. I'm your host, Lisa Potter-Dixon, and every month I'm going to be joined by a special guest, and I am so excited about our first guest because it's my friend and the incredible woman that is Poppy Delevingne. Here she is! Hi, Pop. Did you like that?
You're really good.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my God, you're so good. I'm just a proud friend.
Thank you.
Proud friend. Thanks so much for having me. I can't believe I'm number one.
You are number one, obviously, my number one choice. No pressure.
It's like no pressure. Now I'm nervous. Woo!
And it's so great to be here with GHD because obviously we've both been fans for such a long time.
Forever.
20 years it's been
For
going
as long
now.
as I can remember.
Yeah.
I know. It's so nuts. Can I tell you my GHD story?
Yes, go on, I want to hear it.
That is really brilliant, I think. So I got my first set of GHDs when I was about 15 years old, and I was at boarding school, and I was the first girl at school to get GHDs, and I have no idea how I came across them. And I remember after about a week, there were queues going around outside my door that would go through the corridors of girls queuing up to come and borrow my GHDs before going to breakfast. And now I think about it, I should have charged them at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been a really good way to make pocket money. Anyway, and a year or two later, suddenly everyone had GHDs. That's what everyone was getting. So much that I remember one night there was a huge power cut in the girls' house dormitory building because of too many GHDs being used. I'm not joking, because there was a GHD in every single bedroom, and we all had identical
The straight
hair. It was like the trend, the hair to be. So we all had hair. We were all like carbon copies of each other. Anyway, yeah, it caused a huge boarding school power cut.
Did you have the plaits
That's how
at the
high
front?
in demand. Yeah.
Do you remember the plaits?
Yes.
I was like Alanis Morissette with like the plaits.
Little braids at the front. And
Yeah.
then later on it was all about the waves and like the tongue dens.
And that's the thing, if you'd had the GHD Unplugged, which we're talking about later, you wouldn't have had a power cut because obviously it's portable.
Do you know what I
Do
mean?
Look at that. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so when you were growing up and with your sisters and everything, were you all using it? Because obviously, you know, you're the middle.
Yeah, I know.
So did
The
the
middle's the
Hold on, I'm the
best.
oldest, so
Yeah, no. Oh no, I'm joking. No, we love the elders. Chloe.
Exactly, we love
Come
Chloe.
on, we love Chloe.
But did you guys do each other's hair? Were you kind of like copying each other's styles?
No. We were all very individual about how we wanted to look, and so no. But there was always a lot of stealing. I think that's part of sisterhood, isn't it? It was always stealing each other's GHDs, stealing each other's hairbrushes, nail polishes, lipsticks, underwear. It didn't matter what it was. I always feel like I was targeted the most.
Are you
all
sure
my
you weren't-
things got stolen
Okay.
more than I did the stealing.
I feel like, I don't know if I believe that or not.
Honestly, let's call them right now and ask. I know they would actually disagree wholeheartedly, I'm sure.
And then what's it been like this past year and a half with, you know, have you been in your joggers every day, like maybe your hair in a top knot? I feel like such a treat having had Patrick do my hair today. I didn't do this myself, but you know, it's sad to say.
I know, Patrick, we love Patrick.
We do.
I feel that during lockdown, I feel like the beginning when it first happened, I was a bit of a slob, for sure. For a second, I was like, oh, this is quite interesting, staying still, not travelling, being in one place, being present. It was such a moment, and I was very content to be able to sit on the couch in sweatpants, in a top knot. And then I remember I started this initiative with Save the Children, where we were trying to raise funds for COVID-19 and families that had been most affected. And we did this initiative called Save with Stories, and I had to read, and I was getting sort of friends of mine to read bedtime stories, and I had to do one myself, and I remember like having a shower, washing my hair, miracles do happen, and then blow drying my hair, using my GHDs, putting on a full face of makeup, and I was so taken aback, and I was like, I'm here, it's me.
Here I am.
And here I am, that after that moment, I actually started investing a little bit more time in myself, where once a week I would do my hair and I would put on makeup, and it was really transformative and actually quite powerful and so good for my sort of self-esteem at that point, because I feel like we all slightly lost ourselves for a minute.
We did, no, completely. And I think that it's amazing the power of you know, your beauty products, whether your hair, your makeup, your skincare, it really does, like you say, transform you. But it brings you back to you, because at the end of the day, those things are us, and it makes you feel good.
Of course it does.
So doing it once a week, when I do my hair, I feel so much better.
Yes,
and
me too.
I just think it's just, like you say, transformative. So yeah,
it's incredible.
It really
is.
But again, if we could take Patrick home with us, then I'd be really happy.
Patrick, where is he? Can I fit you in my handbag?
I know, it could be, if you had a pound.
Along with my Unplugged GHD, of course.
Exactly, because it does fit
There
in
would
your
be
handbag.
room enough for both of you.
Talking of the Unplugged, we challenged you to top up your hair using it. I mean, it's looking pretty good, but I feel like we need to watch it to see how you got on.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. Okay. Here it is. Okay, that was pretty good. Look at you zhuzhing your hair.
I'm so proud of myself.
But it's easy, isn't it? How do you feel? Because like, for me, the Unplugged, the difference for me when I first tried it was how light it is.
Yeah, so light and really manageable.
Yeah.
And it's seamless and easy. And that's what you want it to be when it's for hair.
Yeah, I know.
And you're doing it yourself.
And you can do it anywhere.
And you can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
Take it with you. I mean, how good is that?
I was at a festival recently.
Oh yeah, of course you were. So jealous. Can you just take me with you next time?
Anytime.
Yeah.
I was at a festival recently, and it started to rain.
Oh,
and then I was
no.
like, do you know what? Then my hair was nice, started to rain.
Yeah.
Then I literally went and danced for a few hours, obviously.
Yeah.
And once my hair was dry, I was like, oh my God, now it's so frizzy. But I forgot that I had it in my bag. And I was like, I've got it in my bag.
And
so
it
there I
saved
was.
you.
Yeah, there I
Oh my
was.
God, so you got through the festival actually looking pretty darn good.
Reasonable. Forget the fact that I'd slipped in
Reasonable.
mud and had that all over me.
Probably had makeup around your eyes
exactly.
and sort of dripping down, but that's okay.
But my
It's
hair
all
looked
about
great.
the hair.
So we know the GHD Unplugged can fit in your handbag. So I've bought mine with me.
Well done.
Of course I have.
You did.
So obviously I've got that in here, but I've got a few other things. Any guesses?
Oh God, this would be endless. Endless choices.
First thing though, I carry it everywhere. My favourite highlighter. You know I love a glow.
Oh, you do.
You love a glow.
I do love a little glow.
It's just
Dewy
so
skin.
nice. Dewy skin. That's what it's
Let's have a
all
look at
about.
that.
Look at
Oh my
this.
God, that is so beautiful.
You've actually got it on your face right now.
What? Lies. I turned up looking like this.
Obviously.
Of course.
So that
I
isn't-
woke up like this.
So that is my number one thing in my
Immortal
handbag.
words of Beyonce. Can we just have a moment for Beyonce?
What a legend. What an icon.
I just think that if I met her, we'd be best friends.
I mean, I'll tell you what she would do.
She'd love me.
But she
I'd
would
love her.
absolutely love you. I'll tell you what Beyonce would wear. The next thing I'm about to pull out of my bag. Any guesses?
No. I'm scared though. You're scaring me.
It's my dolphin hair clip. Look at that, baby.
Why would Beyonce wear that?
Hello.
You're freaking me out.
Look at it. But you know I can do a really good dolphin impression.
Oh my God,
so
you've gone mad. Go on.
imagine you're at sea, right? Oh my God, on a boat trip. What is that in the distance? See? You can open them now. Dolphin.
Is it got a button on it?
No, I promise you. That was me.
You're so talented.
Honestly, years of
You should go on
practice.
Britain's Got Talent. Oh, just flicked at me. God, it's dangerous. Take it away.
Yeah.
You should be on Britain's Got Talent
Thanks
for
so
that,
much.
my love.
Okay, so then obviously I've got my
I was
Unplugged.
quite close with the parrot, but anyway.
You were, it was an animal. Got the Unplugged because it does fit in there.
Yeah.
Do you know the other thing that I really love about this is the heat-proof case, so you can literally use them and put it straight back in.
Without setting your bag on fire.
Yeah.
Useful.
Very
useful and needed.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So they are literally in my bag. And then the last thing, if I was to say musical instrument.
That's in your bag.
Yeah.
A maraca. Or a tambourine.
But, right, this is like my favourite thing. Look at this.
You're such a little raver. I could see you at Wilderness, just probably like that, with your hair flowing in the wind and the rain, and your panda eyes.
Just me, honestly.
I mean, only you.
Sometimes if I want a cup of tea and I'm like, Theo's downstairs, like, Theo! I'm not.
If I haven't said it before, he is a lucky, lucky man.
Isn't he? Okay, so that is what is in my bag.
Yeah, good.
And now I've obviously come up with another kind of crazy idea. I'm going to ask
on.
you some in the hot seat, quick fire questions. Are you ready for these?
Go on, always ready.
What I need you to do is stand up
Right now?
right now.
Okay.
Okay, if you can just stand up for me. And if you can then just sit down. Poppy Delevingne, you are now in the hot seat.
Oh my God. I had no idea what you were going to do to me.
I really hope we can get the lights to change your magic.
Okay.
Here we go. Number one. What's been your biggest ever hair fail?
I did go through a stage of wanting to sort of dye my hair. And my parents obviously didn't want me to do it because I was like a teenager, like a young teenager. And I remember going and buying this, it was like natural hair dye. It was like called henna hair dye.
Yeah.
And I did, put it all over my hair and then put like a sarang wrap around my head and wash it all out. And I kind of was thinking, oh, it's going to come out like a sort of chocolate brown. It's going to be really rich and I'm going to look like Catherine Zeta-Jones. And I came out and it just looked like cow pat on my head. And it was awful because it just would not come out. It would not come out. And of course it said that it was a wash in, wash out.
Yeah, never.
Of course it wasn't. And I actually had to go to a professional hairdresser. My parents were furious with me. And yeah, but they made me go back to school looking like a cow had pooped on my head.
Oh, no.
And that was kind of embarrassing.
Okay, next question. Who's your biggest style inspiration and why?
I'd have to be a few people. I feel like you kind of know this about me already, but I always feel like I'm a sort of 60s, 70s
Yes.
girl at heart. So for me, it would have to be the sort of Twiggies, Jane Birkin, Jean Shrimpton, Marianne Faithfull,
Gorgeous.
Stevie Nicks, that kind of effortless coolness
Yeah.
that these women really had and embodied.
Okay, next one. Would you rather be invisible or be able to fly?
Oh no, that's so hard. I think about this daily, which says a lot about me. Because if I was invisible, it meant that I could listen to what people are talking about. And
Yes.
I'm really nosy.
Yeah.
If I could fly,
You could go anywhere.
I could go anywhere.
You go to like
whenever I
Ibiza on your
want.
lunch break. Can you imagine that?
I think it would have to be that then.
Yeah.
You
I
had me.
sold it.
You had me at Ibiza.
Okay, night in or night out? That's a hard one.
I love a night in, but since COVID and
Yeah.
since we've been in for so long, it would have to be night out with you.
Yes. Dancing
Night
on the
on
table
the Raz.
somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, black or white GHD Unplugged? Which is your fave?
Oh, well, I've got the black ones,
Yeah.
so it'd be black.
It's chic, isn't it?
Very chic.
If you could have any animal in the world as a pet, what would it be and what would you name it?
Flamingo, Fred.
Oh, why flamingo? They are beautiful, aren't
I
they?
don't know, I'm quite mesmerised by flamingos. I've always had a bit of a thing for them.
Do you know why they're pink?
Flamingos aren't really pink.
No. They
What is
are
that?
pink, but
Yeah.
they're born white. But because they eat shrimp, it turns them pink.
See, people just want to watch this just to hear facts like that.
Right? Okay, do you prefer wavy or straight hair?
Wavy. Exactly what I've got now.
Yeah.
I'm just all about the wavy. Have been for a while now.
This is a tricky one. What advice would you give your younger self?
Go to bed. Definitely go to bed.
Okay, last question.
Oh.
What has been your favourite hair look over the years that you've had and why?
Probably when I went to the Emmys, I went because a show that I was in was up for an Emmy. It was called Genius Picasso. And I wore this incredible Giambattista Valli kind of Tiffany blue gown.
Wow.
And then my hair was all up in a high sort of ponytail. And I had a big black velvet bow.
Wow.
And it was kind of a modern take, I think, on Breakfast at Tiffany's and
Yeah.
that sort of Audrey Hepburn-ness. So it was it was sort of timeless, but also modern, and I actually really did feel quite glamorous that night.
It sounds incredible.
Yeah, it was a good moment, a good hair moment.
Well, Poppy, you have completed in the hot seat.
I'm sad. I'm sad that it's over.
It's gone so quick.
No, can I be the second guest, please? And third and the
You
fourth?
can come every month. You
Yeah,
can come every
I want
month.
to do more.
Because there is going to be a new secret guest every single month on In the Hot Seats. Do make sure that you tune in. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Pops, for being part of this.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Mwah. It's been amazing.
It was so fun.
I love being in the GHD hot seat.
It was great, and we'll see you next month. Bye.
Bye.